everyone. Welcome to Lockport, New York, as we're at the Lancaster Stadium. Hello, everybody, as we get set for 76 football here on LCTV. As the hometown Lockport Lions will host the Lancaster Legends here in a second six contest. Hello, everyone. I'm Jim Slowey with, yes, Lockport High School student. Yeah, we'll talk more about that. Kyrie Demos. Kyrie, first of all, welcome to the broadcast. We look forward to having your expert commentary. As a former player, I'm going to be picking your brain, but you've been out on this field seems like a short time ago, and welcome to the broadcast. We should have a good contest on hand today.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. It's awesome to be able to come back and, talk about the program that I truly love. I was able to, come up here and, to come back now and, commentate these games. It's awesome, So hopefully the game today.
Opening kickoff comes up, and it's going to be taken by the up band at time. Number 32, Mario Douglas gets it with his knee on the ground, and it's a down in high school football. And you see the field conditions right there. Temperature right now hovering right around 72 degrees. Huge humidity up to almost 80%. And the wind southwest out of 12 miles an hour that will be favoring the Legends here in this first quarter of play. For those of you listening on 90.9 FM WLNF, yes, Lockport in their home blue with their gold helmets. Lancaster all white, red helmets. Lockport is moving from left to right. We'll get more in a minute, but here's the first opening play here is Nick Casha, number 7 is your quarterback, and they're going to have a motion in it. There's an end around as they Lancaster smells it out. They're going to throw it for a lost Kyrie. There was an opportunity. They tried a little razzle-dazzle to start, and Josh Cooper got the ball on the reverse. Got tackled for a huge loss.
Yeah, I can see why the Lions want to get the ball in the hands of Josh Cooper as early as possible. Let's look at the game he had last week, 238 yards receiving, 4 receiving touchdowns. So, obviously a dynamic playmaker, but the Legends are able to sniff that out early on.
Absolutely. Here is a loss of, let's call it 11 on the play. So we got second down at 21. Casher from the shotgun now. Number 7 plays it out to the flat. It's caught in a diving catch in there by Jared Policano, number 19. And he's all alone, but had a dive for the ball and ended up getting a short gain on the play.
Yeah, as a quarterback, you might like the completion there, but that's tough. Still working out almost a shadow of your own end zone. And I think for Nick Casha, the key is going to be today, how is he able to attack this defense? Lancaster has had one of the better defensive units in West New York, not just this year, but over the last few years as well.
They're down and long. They're going to put it in the air. They fired out to Cooper. It's tipped away, and a nice defensive play in there by Anthony Santos. Rosa goes in there, gets a hand on it. Cooper's hit a little butt hook there, and it was coming in, but nice job diving and knocking it away. I don't know if he would have got the first down anyways, but it'll be fourth down, not a punting situation for the Lions.
Yeah, it almost looked like it was a miscommunication there. Coop was running an inside route where it looked like Nick was trying to attack the outside of the Legends defenders.
Anthony Hagg, number 14, back to punt for the Lions. Lancaster standing at his 50, and it's blocked! And the ball is loose. And the Lancaster Legends get in and block that the punt attempt, and they have, just watch this again, as it's going to be blocked. Watch the right top of your screen, right through, burst through, get the football down, and then they're going to cover it up right there. Big number, I think, 65. Cam Smith's got it, and the Legends are going to start their first possession at the 1-yard line.
See, this is the start that you can't have if you're Lockport. Obviously a tough opponent like Lancaster, coming off of a heartbreaking loss last week to Clarence. So they're looking to try to take advantage as soon as possible.
Quarterback for the Legends is Jason Manziel. They're going to have a flag for motion. It looks like 2 men in motion for the Legends now. It's
flag on the play.
They're going to call, it's going to be an offside call against Lockport. They tried to jump. Obviously, Kerry, you played this game. You know, I mean, when that ball's nosed up against the goal line, you want to try to get that edge. And I think Lockport jumped a little early there.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I mean, as a defensive unit, you want to be able to keep those guys out of the end zone. But I mean, when you're backed up like this, it's tough. It's a tough task.
Jason Mansell's going to hand off. There's the running back, Cody Scotland. And Cody Scotland tries the right side and walks right into the end zone. So the Legends take the 6-0 lead here right away. And I'll tell you what, it's a tough start for the Lions and a great start for Lancaster. And we also have to talk about Lancaster. Last week came off of I think they were ranked 5th in the state at the time or whatever, and Clarence beat them in double overtime.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss there. They lost a 1-point game there to Clarence, and I mean, that's just how tough AA is. Any given week, any given team can beat you, and I think. For the Lions today, they've got to really make sure that they limit their mistakes, especially for the defensive side, because offensively they've had the mistakes in recent weeks, and that's really put their defense in a bad position. And even there, the Lions just gave up a touchdown, but it's hard to keep a team out of the end zone when you're backed up on your own 5. So.
Absolutely, Dominic. Eddie makes the extra point for the Legends, and it'll be 7-0 here as we get set. And you could have had a worse. And not only was it a 3-and-out, they blocked the punt and pick it up on the 1-yard line. So it's really like saying, okay, let's play this game. We'll give you a 7-0 lead. Let's go. For
sure. And a team as tough as Lancaster, they're going to take advantage of that every time. I want to see how the Lions defense is able to hold down Jason Mansell. You talked about him. He's a very dynamic quarterback, dual threat guy. He's actually accounted for, I believe, 8 touchdowns through the first 3 games of the season. So, it'll be interesting to see the chess match between the defense.
You're going to play it back. It's going to go into the end zone as a back. Let it go, and it sails into the end zone.
Let's see if the Lions are able to get a little bit of a run game going with Joe Taylor and Ricky May in the backfield. 2 guys that are pretty good young talents, but they just haven't been able to pop this yet.
The Lions will take over 1st and 10 from their
20-yard line. Didn't even get to the officials yet. Referee today's Ken Eddy, umpire Tony Marabella, linesman Dale Musin, line judges Joe Podorlowski, and the back judge Mike Chattel. Those are your officials here today. Lockport now gets a chance here now, first down at the 20 as they're going to take over here and they'll send Thompson in motion. Fake the pass, they're going to throw it over the middle. It's caught in there by the tight end, Logan. And
Cash's pass is complete.
Logan went in there, and they worked on that in practice. We watched them all week, and that play was successful.
Yeah, I like that play call there. You got the Legends defense coming up real aggressive with the blitz there, and Nick Cash able to pump fake and get the ball over the top.
All alone in the backfield, they're going to put it in. A big paw, number 60 coming through. Cullen Brown gets the deflection, and that was going to be a quick hitter to the outside. I expect Nick's going to have to get rid of the ball quickly when he has an empty backfield. Because I think later on he's going to have somebody in to help because this Lancaster defense is pretty pronounced.
For sure.
Thompson in motion again. Lancaster jumps. And I'm going to say they're definitely going to get an offside call now against Lancaster. That's going to bring it pretty close to first down now. We'll wait and see. I think it's going to be enough.
And that's so now the Lions are able to take this. Hopefully they carry it over for some momentum. And you want to see how they're going to attack the run game now. It looks like they're going to use the quick pass game as a little extension of that. But hopefully they can get the run game going as well.
Empty backfield again. Let's see if they use motion again. No motion and catch it. Going to lay it up for Cooper in the air. And that was a la 2018 Malik Brooks, put it up and let him go get it and make something happen. They're doing the same thing now. Josh Cooper this year is going up with those hands. You talked about a huge game out of number 1 last week. Kyrie as a player, how tough is it to score 50 points and be on a losing end?
Man, oh man, it's crazy. Those guys offensively, they know that they can't really, not too many defenses can stop them. So you see a nice rollout there by Cash.
Snap, and Thompson's going to get up to the 40-yard line. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down, but that had disaster written all over this. The snap was fumbled, And Cashin picks it up and look at this and rolls to the right as we see it again on the replay. And able to see number 35 just before he was going to be hammered and he gets rid of the ball.
That's the one thing I really love about Nick's game. You know, he's a very confident kid, very tough kid, but he always seems to just make something out of nothing.
Cashin again, empty backfield, no motion. There's a tight end. They're going to go a slant to Pelicano over in the middle, in and out of his hands. And you know, one of the things, though, too, you know, we talked about this Lancaster team being good. You got to execute. The execution for Lockport has to be right on if they're going to have any chance of winning this game here today.
Yeah, that was good coverage there by number 56, Connor Mahoney from Lancaster. But, you know, if you saw there, Nick had Logan Went on a little out route there. He just missed him. So those are the mistakes we can have today.
Thompson goes in motion now, and he's going to put it here. They throw right over the middle of Went. He's going to one-handed haul it in. He'll get inside the Legend territory with the first time. Watch this again on this 12-yard little slant. And this is what they worked on. You can see it in practice.
Yeah, it looks like Went is going to be the guy that that Nick is going to be trying to work to underneath. And, I mean, you got to be able to have guys you can chip away with, dink and dunk with, so then you can some play action over the top.
One-on-one with Cooper down here at the bottom of your screen. The rush comes in. Cashin tries to throw it, gets his arm hit, and they're going to call it a complete pass. Just before he was hauled down for a loss of a couple yards. That's a smart play. He threw that ball away, but he got away with it.
For sure, yeah. You know, but like I was saying earlier, you know, being able to just make something out of nothing. I mean, he could have easily just taken a sack there, but, you know, 2nd and 10 now, still a manageable situation.
And keep throwing underneath is going to open up the fly for number 1. He's got one-on-one coverage down here in the bottom of your screen.
For sure.
See what happens.
No help over the top with the safeties.
Switching the play right here now as you got 2 slot receivers, and they're going to put it, just throw it up in the air for grabs because they're going to trust Cooper, and it gets knocked down on a dumb ball. Actually, very good defensive play that time by Sean Davis on the play.
Yeah, and both of the deep dots to Coop. You saw Nick just had to launch it up there, and I mean he just really wasn't protected. But to see him throw it up there like that, you know, if he does get some protection, we can see some nice 50-50 plays from Coop.
Absolutely. You got a little lower though there, you know, they throw it up. Here they go again. Now this is quickly out of Cooper. He's got some blockers in front of him. He eludes the first time and stays on his feet. Inside the 40, first down at the 37-yard line.
I really like the play call there. Get the ball in your hands, the best player. You know, let him work in space. And I mean, clearly he's a guy that knows what to do when he has the ball in his hands.
Absolutely, Kyrie. As now they're going to send up to the top of your screen, Julius Williams, number 20, slot is Pelicano. They're going to keep the 2 tight ends, and they're going to see if they put Thompson in motion. No, they don't. They're going to throw it over the middle. It's wide open, and it's put up there. It's intercepted. It's by the Lancaster now as they get over to 40, come up the midfield, take it in there, and I believe...
Yeah, Isaiah Littleton on the coverage there. It was just a little above. I believe that was number 8. Who was that there? Oh, Juice Williams. You know, just outside of his region. You know, tough play to make, but for Littleton, you know, great play to make up on you know, just a little bit of a high pass from Cashin.
So Lancaster gets the second drive started at its own 50-yard line. I mean, obviously we'll see what happens now. And Lockport, unfortunate with a good long sustained drive and ends in an interception. Here we go. Handoff goes to the running back tailing through there is Cody Phillips, and Phillips gets a first down. He picks up 15 yards on first down, just trying the right side and just picking his blockers and zigzagging his way for 15.
Yeah, for sure. I believe that's number 66 there. Dylan Raybold on the defensive line. He just got widened out a little bit, so it was able to create a lane for the Legends.
So it's going to put it in the air. He's got a man, just overstretched arms, and good defensive play that time by Joe Taylor staying with him.
Yeah, Joe Taylor was right there with Dominic Fulsanity. You know, just outside his reach, but you can see, man, Sell's a pretty confident guy. He likes to take his shots, and you know, at this point, now that they've gotten essentially back-to-back turnovers from the Lockport offense, he's going to look to take advantage.
Did a couple good games last week. West Seneca East and Star Point last night. Wilson and Akron, and boy, the defensive lines were just tremendous, getting pressure on the quarterback. Lions need to do that here. Back to throw, wide open. Nice play. Catch on the outside down the sideline. Ethan Chakowski's going to stay on his feet as he gets inside the 15-yard line all the way down to the 12. And it's another first down for the Legends as they boy, and the defender that time went for the pick instead of the body and just missed the ball, and it goes against Lockport.
Yeah, that was Colin Thompson there. That's a tough play, you know. I mean, you're thinking, oh man, I'm jumping this route, I'm getting this pick, I'm going to the house. But if you miss, it's one step away. I mean, that's a first down catch. You know, it comes that close sometimes.
Number 23 is Cody Phillips. We give you numbers and names as we go along to help you there. And there's a pass coming to the near side. It's caught by Sean Davis. A good open field tackle down in there by number 32, Mario Douglas.
Yeah, that was a solid play. You know, being able to work off the block to beat the offensive player there, the receiver, and you know, to be able to get off that block and make that tackle. You know, you never know. Hopefully that they can hold them back and out of the end zone with that play.
The Legends can pick up a first down at the 2-yard line. A second down now and about 6 yards to go. Jason Manziel sends in motion. Oh, he's going to go to the timing pattern to the back corner of the end zone. It's up in the air. A one-handed attempt in there.
Manziel's pass is incomplete.
That was to number 12, Nick Castellana. Castellana made an attempt. They worked on that in warm-ups that play. He was hauling them in with one hand in warm-ups, but not in the game time here.
Yeah, you know, but you know what though? Thompson again, pretty solid coverage, and I mean he's one of the better athletes, and not just in Lockport, but in the area. You know, I don't know if you know, but he was a state championship competitor in track and field this year too.
All right, third down now. Big play for both teams here. As they look at, there's an end zone pass to the end zone. It's bobbled and somehow able to. Ethan Jerkowski goes and keeps his. Watch this again. It was a good play design. Nobody on coverage, so he was able to take time after two bobbles. They just play it right over their crossing pattern, coming right over. Puts it up and reaches into the end zone, and Lancaster has its second touchdown on its second possession of the day.
Yeah, running that drag from the twin set, you know, I mean there was just about nobody there in coverage, and I mean great play call there from Lancaster, and you know, like I said before, you know, you get essentially 2 turnovers on back-to-back possessions for the Lions. Miscues have been a theme this year, so you know if they're going to take that step forward today and moving forward, they got to cut those out.
Dominic Wilsonetti goes and makes the extra point, and with that, there you see the score at the bottom of your screen with 6:13 remaining here in the first quarter. Lancaster has jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Kyrie, one of the things while we're waiting for this kickoff to come here too, you know, it's really nice to have you in here as far as the, you know, playing. Why don't we, you know, tell some of these players are going to go home and watch this game over and over again. But you were able to play at such a high level here with a lot of good players, and then you went on to bigger and better things and played at the next level. Tell us a little bit about that. You know, tell us what it takes to be able to do that.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I just think the coolest thing was, you know, I came in as a freshman and got to watch David Fluellen, and as a senior, I graduated with one of my best friends, James Chambers, and I mean, those are two of arguably the best players to ever come through this program.
Right.
You know, to see those two guys, what they were able to do on the field every day. But it's not just what you do on the field; it's what you do, you know, Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, and just being able to, you know, whether it's a classroom, not just in school, but you know, film room wise. As you see Thompson here on the return, he's stuck on number 12, Castellana. But yeah, like I was saying, you know what you do during the week, in the classroom, in the film room, in the weight room especially too. I think the weight room has become such a big thing now. We got, you know, 8th graders, 7th graders now in the gyms, and you know, going with personal trainers and things like that. So it's a year-round process. So you know, just want to see these kids continue to develop that sense that, you know, I got to be attacking every single day.
We're going to talk a little bit more about that as we get going here, but now Lockport now is going to hit the ball at the 25-yard line. Is again, Casher, bad snap, picks it up off the ground, gets it out of the flat again to Logan Went's going to stay on his feet, pull forward. He was stopped 6 yards past the line of scrimmage and picked up another 10 on his own, and he comes up with a Superman pose.
Yeah, he's got the flex on him real quick. Yeah, and you know, I like the chemistry that Went and Cashar developing here. You know, it looks like he's really making it an emphasis to attack the underneath routes of the Legends defense.
See number 1, Coop, all the way down to the bottom of your screen. Thompson slot to the near side. Ball on a far hash mark, and Cash is going to get a good step this time. Looks over the middle. He's got a player. It goes again off of the shoulders. Again, that was intended for Logan Went, but that was you just can't make those mistakes. The execution has to be there.
For sure, yeah. Cash, he's had a couple passes that were just a tad off today, but you want to just see him continuing to attack defense like he has been.
Yeah, speaking of David Flewell, congratulations. He's got a baby on the way.
He does.
And the Bills will be down there with their 4-0 record to take on the Titans on October 5th.
Yeah, hopefully so. Absolutely.
As we get to play, but it's got to be really cool for, I'm Facebook friends with David, and it's really cool to see his progress and being able to stay and be on a very good team behind Derrick Henry coming out, but
Deion Lewis too. A Super Bowl champion with the Patriots. It's actually cool. I was able to see Dave. I'll help him out with his camp last year, so he's doing well. Love to see him do his thing.
There's a screen pass on the outside, but the blocking wasn't developed. Obviously, they let the rush come in, but the blockers for Lockport didn't get out in time, but it was complete that time. The Logan went for a short gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and very long.
For sure. I think now for the Lions offense, we got to see if they're able to, use Went as a little bit of a decoy, because he's obviously been an emphasis so far to start. Hopefully they can, play into that and use him as a decoy to extend other plays.
Same formation. Ben bounces to Cash. He's got to come up. He's got a man over the middle. Oh, he saw it right away. Just little pass right in there intended for Colin Thompson. And boy, that would have been a first down and more.
Oh man, he could still be running right now. And that play was almost doomed from the start. Bad snap there, and Kesha just being able to get that play off. I know that might have honestly affected his accuracy on that throw.
It definitely did. But you see, it's cool to see Colin Thompson. You see a player, take responsibility. He hits himself in the chest. It's my fault. That my bad. Lockport's got to go for it here on 4th down. And they got a long way to go. They try to draw the Legends offside, but they get back. Kesha looks like he might be changing the play at the line of scrimmage. He's all alone on the empty backfield now. And then Lockport moves a little early, and that might change the Lockport's thinking, and they're probably going to kick now, and they'll send down Hack.
Yeah, that honestly might have just been a play to get the Legends defense to jump offside to begin with, but now you take that even out of question, even attempting a 4th down play.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. Mr. Hack comes out. Anthony Hack again. A soccer game in the morning. Gets done, gets over here, and is able to play the football game here this afternoon.
Day in the life, right?
The first 4-sport athlete, I guess, to come through the Lockport High School.
Hey, love to see
cool. There's a punt comes in. They got a piece of it again on the kick, and it's going to take a Lockport bounces. It bounces to 48, and it'll roll all the way down to the 30-yard line. So you got a 20-yard roll and a good punt, but the Legends will take over, and Lockport has to come up big defensively now to make a game out of this.
For sure. I want to see how the Lockport defense handles this situation now. We're backed up 2 straight possessions. Now the Legends have to work a longer field. Let's see how the defense is able to react and if they're able to get a stop.
You're right. Let's see now. They come out and taking a look. We talked about the low numbers. Lancaster has more players on the sideline than Lockport has rostered here today.
Man, seriously. It's crazy to think. Even back when I played, that thing would dwindle down to these numbers.
Jason Mansell now, he's going to hand off. That's the first man through, I think, is Cody Phillips. He stays on his feet and makes a move, and that is not Phillips.
Falcinetti?
Falcinetti, yeah.
Falcinetti was able to break through.
Gianluca Falcinetti, let's watch this again. Replay
broke a handful of tackles, and for the Lions defense, they've got to wrap up there. A few different guys just ran through, so you don't like to see that, especially after team has already gotten off to a slow start.
Falcinetti with the carry now. That was an empty backfield for Mansell. They're going to put it over here to Falcinetti. He gets the ball over to 40. First down, comes into Lockport territory. And that was, he's big and broad, and get it out there. He's able to carry a couple defenders with him.
For sure, yeah, he almost looks like a quarterback the way he's looking around the field. I think that was was that a holding call there?
It'll be a 10-yard penalty
It
for the
is.
spot of the foul.
It's going to be the spot of the foul, so it's going to bring it back, and I believe it was only 2nd down and 1, but now with a penalty, it's going to remain 2nd down. It'll bring it all the way back, and I think we're going to get out of it a 2nd and 9 because it's a spot foul.
It'll bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Legends.
We want to thank our listeners on 90.9 FM WLNF. Yes, Lancaster in all white and red helmets. If you're just joining us, we're moving from right to left here. We still got 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Here's a rushes on as Benzel rolls to his right. He throws it on the outside, and it's just outside the outstretched hands of Sean Davis, who made a diving attempt, and it'll go incomplete. Now, Lancaster, instead of being in the Lockport territory, they're going to have a 3rd and 9, and it's a big deal. I mean, these yellow flags hurt some of these games, you know?
For sure, and you want to see Lockport be able to rise up here defensively. I remember a few weeks back when they played Orchard Park, that seemed like the theme. They would get them in long distance 3rd down situations, but the Quakers were able to convert.
And there's a snap. Benzel's on the ground. He has to roll. He picks it up. Jason's going to look. Now he's going to heave it down the middle, and there's a up in the air, and boy, I'll tell you what, Ethan Cherkowski looked like he had it, and then you saw Mario Douglas come up from behind and almost grab it out of his hands, but it falls to the turf. It's 4th down now for the Legends.
Yeah, Juice Williams there and Colin Thompson both in coverage, but that's a tough play when you got such a bad snap to start. Just to heave it up there and give your guys a chance. That's really all you can do if you're man-to.
Christian Schaefer comes out for here, so does Evan Chesko. We're going to get you those offensive linemen, too, when they come down. The Legends are back to punt. Good snap. There's a kick. It's a knuckler that's going to hit around the 35-yard line and bounce sideways, and Lancaster's going to watch it down, and they're going to down it at the 31-yard line. So Harry Lockport last time, were able to move the ball on the short passes, and obviously that's going to open up the long game, and hopefully for the Lions. But they were successful. Even another successful drive here, and hopefully don't turn it over.
I know they've had some struggles with the offensive line play, but at this point, I don't even know if we've seen a run attempt so far today from the Lockport offense.
Was it the first play of the game they had?
Yeah, they end around with Josh Cooper,
right?
But even none of the tailbacks have touched the ball today.
No, and they haven't gone up against this big lineman. We'll get back to it in a minute. We got Andrew Pleshley, number 72, number 68, Ashlar Kearns, as here they come now. They're going to call timeout. They will. Lockport a little unorganized right there, I think, and they're going to call the timeout. They will. Ian Rickard, number 52, he's one of the tri-captains today. You got to keep your eye on him. Number 54 is Justice Johnson, and number 59, Evan Chesko, the offensive line for the Lions. And they had to give Mr. Cascia last week some pretty good protection to be able to throw 4 touchdown passes to number 1.
Yeah, 6 total touchdown passes, 327 yards, something like that. And, just an unbelievable game. And to still lose, that's got to be a heartbreaking one. But
it is heartbreaking.
That's got to give the Lions offense some confidence, especially, coming off of last week where Lancaster, they lost. That's their first loss in Section 6 in some time. So to be able to get that, get them coming off a down week like that, it'll be interesting to see how they respond, how both teams respond.
Something, Kyrie, I was able to talk to the referee of the Lancaster Players team, John Godfrey. Mm-hmm. And he said that one of the best. He's been doing this a long time. He said that was one of the best football games he had the pleasure of refereeing. So it had to be a thriller. And Clarence showed great points. And then the Clarence, I think, got beat last night by Jamestown.
They did. And like I was saying, that's how double it runs. Any given team can lose in any given week.
All right, here we go now. There's Cash now. Thought the first running play was coming on, and the blitz coming in from the outside, and Cherkowski comes through and sacks Cash for a huge loss on the play. Let's watch it again.
You can see, we send Joe Taylor out in motion, or Ricky May out in motion, but he wasn't able to get the chip there, and like you said, number 5, Ethan Jerkowski, was just able to slip through the Lions O-line and get the sack.
Yeah, Cooper had his hand up here, all wide open. And let's see here now. They put May again in motion. He stops there, and there's a pass out here again. They pick it up. Logan Wentz is going to try to bring a couple of players. And I think they're going to get a horse collar tackle maybe in there as they brought down Logan Wentz from behind. I thought that they had him around the shoulder pads, but they might have got the hand back in the back of the shoulder pads.
For sure.
Let's go to Cat Eddings. Yes, it is against the Legends, and obviously, that's going to be tack on. It'll be a spot foul. I don't know if it's an automatic first down. If it's a 15-yarder,
I believe
it's going to be real close.
I believe so. 'Cause I believe it's an
illegal no make contact.
let me see. What exactly is the
we don't
personal
know.
conduct foul? I believe.
Is that what it was on the? We're not down on the field, but I think that we watched it. I don't know if we get a chance to watch it again. Lockport's come up. We're not going to get a chance here because they're going live. But in any event, the penalty yardage did give it a first down anyways. Now Lockport has the ball at the 43-yard line. They sent May in motion now. Back to throw is Casha. He throws it right into the hands, and the linebacker standing right there is Connor Mahoney. Mahoney goes down the right side. He takes the ball at the 40. He returns 20. About 30 yards down to the 10-yard line, or 26 yards down to the 12-yard line.
I'm not sure exactly what Casha saw there. I don't know if he was trying to get the ball to Ricky May out in space, but it was just well behind him, and Mahoney was just able to make the play and set the Legends up for some great field position.
If it wasn't for the speed of number 8, Joe Taylor, that would have been 6.
For sure.
He cut the angle down, but now, again, you're giving a powerful team like the Legends the ball now with a first down play at the, they're going to mark it. It looks like they got the chains aren't the right spot. That's what the delay is here. But we're only in the first quarter. We still got a minute 35 to go, and there's a handoff coming to the left side. Staying up and going to fall into the end zone. Wait for it. No, they're going to call him down at the 1-yard line, and that was a beautiful play. It's Cody Phillips. I love how he stayed very prone right there.
He's a big, lean runner, and he's able to get in the end zone there. And on all 3 of his runs, he's really just had a lot of open lanes and space to work with. And when you got a big, a taller, leaner back like that, he's going to be able to take advantage of the defense.
Here you see the touchdown now. The next play as they go in, just a little bit of a counter to the left side, and Lancaster now has jumped out to a 20. Penalty lead, looking to make it 21 off of the leg. They bring in Gianluca.
Oh, they got
Cincinnati. This is not. They're going to go for 2.
Swinging.
They're going to hand off to the big man. They're going to direct snap after they go down a little razzle dazzle. Peter Scarass is standing right there. I think it was 68, right? As we can see, watch this again.
Point conversion is good.
And they do, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I actually wanted to talk a little bit about the Lions' last possession. They ran for the 3 plays of the first 4 plays of the drive, or all 4 plays of that drive. They ran, from the full house package. They motioned Ricky May out, and the same side every time they motioned him out. You wonder if the Legends defense was able to tip off on that, and being able to stay in the right place to be able to get that interception.
Yeah, you're right. Something. One of the things, Kerry, you probably know this from playing at the next level. The guys that are above us up there make some good calls down to the coaches on the sidelines. They can see things happening, and it's all communication getting it into your players out there. You're absolutely correct on there. Now Lockport needs a big return. They get Joe Taylor back there, number 8. Julius Williams, number 20. Williams down on the bottom of the screen. They're deep. Let's see what happens here. And see if they can set up a return here. Now 22-0. The Legends in the lead. Here we go. It's a good kick. End over end. It's going to be taken in the middle, right at the 5-yard line to the 10. Coming to the near side is Williams. The 20. Makes the move, puts his head down, gets over to 25, and reaches over to 30 to put the ball down to the 32-yard line. A good return. 22 yards. on the return there by number 20, Julius Williams.
I really like this kid. I really hope that the Lions look to get the ball in his hands a little bit more. I feel like he's a guy that they can not only give the ball to out of the backfield, he's a solid receiver too. So I just want to be able to see the Lions be able to develop some rapport with a few other guys in space.
Seems like a really good kid too, you know. I mean, you see that. I'd love to see. Last night I did the Wilson-Akron game, and there was some hit going on.
Oh, yeah.
You know, after the play, though, you had one team helping the other team, made up, up or whatever team up, and I'd love to see that in Section 6.
Yeah, for sure.
Here, bad snap again. Cassia has to go. The rush was on. He'll be sacked. He didn't have a chance that time there. I thought you were going to see your first play up the middle to Taylor right there, because they used Thompson in motion, and I thought they were going to run that little drop play to Taylor, but they didn't get the handle there. They got to clean that center snap up.
For sure, yeah. I was going to say that. That's been something that the Lions have struggled with offensively today. I mean, I feel like that's been their biggest detriment. They've had some plays, some space to work with, but when Nick is having to pick the ball up off the ground every play, that's just a tough task.
And you got to be working on it now. They give Taylor again out. And flat, they thought the screen, they faked the screen, and then they hit Logan, went over the middle for pickup. Well, they got the lost yardage back and maybe a couple more. It's going to bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 8, maybe a long 8 here. Cooper down on the bottom of your screen. Keep an eye on him. He's still got single coverage down here, and look at Cash. You see that he's going to put it over there, but the rush was on. He didn't have time to get rid of it. They were in there before they did, and now it's going to be a big 4th down on a sack. And you can see, you can see Nick start calling the signals, look over and see that, see a lot of space between him and the one-on-one coverage. You're going to have to toss it up.
For sure, yeah, and he tried to even duck out of the sack there, but just threw Roger fell right on top of him and just unable to make the play. You just hope that the Lions offensive line is able to just muster something together to be able to protect Nick and to give a chance to give these playmakers a chance to make plays.
Well, it's the end of the first quarter of play. As the score is Lancaster 22 and Lockport nothing. And we'll get that straightened out in a minute. So 3 touchdowns for the Legends here in the first quarter, and really opened up by a gift on the first possession. It wasn't a gift. It was a hard. They blocked the punt and recovered it for 1. And you block a punt, you get in there. I remember years ago, and might have been one of your teammates, I'm not sure, but I won't say the name, but I was doing a high school game. I was at my alma mater, Williamsville North.
Okay.
We're doing it. I'm up on the scaffolding. And Lockport went in and got a big paw up and blocked a North field goal attempt toward the end of the game. And I get a phone call that night or the next morning saying, you missed that call, Mr. Slow. I hate to say that, but the kid's father calls me up and says, it was my son who got the hand on that ball, and he called the wrong guy. I says, oh, okay. He says, well, can you put a retraction in? And I go, he beat Gronkowski. He beat Rob Gronkowski. He knocked him down and got the ball up there. He says, it was a great play, and you missed it. I go, I'm sorry. I said, I'll say something next week about it.
Oh, man.
That's what happens. Here's a toss play now. There's an option now. Taylor's going to put it in the air. He heaves it downfield. It's intercepted, but hold on. I think we're going to get a little bit of interference on the play, and I think the Lions are going to benefit with a 15-yard penalty out of this.
Yeah, I didn't see who came down with the pick there, but like you said, just some little extracurricular there on the defensive side. So this might be moving forward to Lockport.
They're going to call it a holding penalty. So the difference between holding and interference, I guess, is 5 yards. But I mean, it's going to be an automatic first down, and obviously, it was before the ball was released, and that's why they call it holding.
Right, for sure.
If the ball was in the air, definitely would have been interference.
But still, that's even a crucial call, because instead of an automatic first down, now it's still a 4th and 5 situation for the Lions.
Right, you're right. At their own 37-yard line, so it's 4th down and 5. You're right. That's a crucial play, crucial call. Here we go now. Lions are going to go on. They're going to put May in motion. He comes to their side. Again, a low snap. Cash is going to go up. They set up the screen. Logan Went has it. He's got to put his head down and play forward. What a tackle in there. I'll tell you right now, I don't know if they got it. It looked like he was going to get, but what a vicious tackle on the sideline to keep
Out of bounds.
close.
Yeah, I saw Cam Smith, number 65. I'm not sure who the other defender was, but they really corralled and were able to rally to win.
Good enough for a Lions first
And the Lions
down.
get the first. Thankfully, the referees don't have the replay system, so no challenges here from Lancaster. But a nice play from Went, and we see now the Lions are able to. They actually got a nice snap there, so Castro was able to run through his fake and get the ball to Logan out quick on the screen.
Williams down at the bottom of your screen. Cooper to the top. There's two back. They're going to split between. They're going to put May in motion again. Watch him in his pattern here. So they're going to hand off. Here goes Taylor on the outside, and the Legends get there right away. Again, led that time by number 11, Noah Barnos. And Barnos gets in there almost able to take the handoff himself.
Yeah, and I mean, like we talked about this earlier. That's their first real rushing attempt from the tailback position today. So to see that, I mean, tough sled in there. We'll see if they're able to muster something up there in the
They're trying to open up the running game with the passing game, and right now it hasn't worked. Here we go now. Cash is back. He's not going to. We got a direct snap this time to Taylor. He puts his head down. He gets the lost yardage back. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring him through down 10.
I like the play call there, just to change it up, give Lancaster another look, and just to be able to get a guy like Joe Taylor the ball and let him work in space.
You're right. Here they come. The Lions come up. Again, Cooper to the top, and they got Williams to the bottom. Again, they got Went back to the left of Cassia. Taylor now is way back. Now this is going to be a pass. Obviously, looks like on third down. And a bad snap again. He's got to pick it up. He's got to carry it himself and just be a loss of a couple of yards. And I don't know if that was a quarterback draw or just the timing of the play was just put off because of the bad snap again.
Yeah, it looked like Castro was trying to get the ball outside, but again, another bad snap. And he had the protection from the full house package.
Yeah, he did.
Tough when you have to pick the ball up off the ground.
One of the things I think that the upstairs they're seeing, you got Cooper who had the 4 touchdowns last week. He's got single coverage, so keep him in block, protect them, and then they're going to try it. Now they still have, they're laying off them with only one defender. There's their pass. They're looking back. They're going to throw over the middle this time. The pass is extended to May, and it falls incomplete.
I'd like to see a little bit more movement of the receiving core, like moving Taylor to the moving Coop to the slot, moving other guys around as well, because I think just they have the versatility in their receiving core to do so.
Well, that was the 4th down play, and so Legends will take over in Lockport territory with a nose of the football on the 40-yard line. Again, if you're watching or just tuning in on 90.9 FM WLNF, Lancaster now is going to be moving with the ball from left to right in their all white jerseys and red numerals. Lockport in their all blue gold helmets. Here we go now. First down, 22-0. The Legends lead. Enzel is your quarterback. He's going to throw it to the outside, wide open on a nice little post pattern on the outside. Sean Davis, pick up of about 8 yards. You'll take that every time on first down, right?
Yeah, for sure. Nice little out route, and I mean, for a quarterback, that just gives you rhythm. Being able to get set up, stay on schedule like that. Now you got a second and manageable.
Enzel from the shotgun again. Takes a look, and he's going to fake the handoff and call his own number and follow blockers. He's got some room on the outside as he bursts it back into the middle, picks up the first down, and 5 yards more all the way to the 25.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit. Mansell's one of 3 players on the Lancaster offense that has over 100 rushing yards on the season. So, he's not just a passer. He's a capable runner.
Cody Phillips' last touchdown, that was his 5th rushing touchdown of the season, too. Here we go. Now Mansell's going to put Davis in motion, and then they're going to play it up. That nice little pass is complete to Castellana, and Castellana stays up hard and finally gets taken down after a short gain.
We talked about Logan Went being, the security type of guy for Nick Cassia. It seems like Mansell has been able to find a security blanket with Castellana and with number 2 Gianluca Fulsaniti.
I agree. We're going to get a
False start penalty on Lancaster.
penalty on Lancaster.
Five-yard penalty makes it 2nd and 13.
You know, it's a penalty when you all of a sudden you go down in your stance and you get down in your three-point stance and you pick your hand up or whatever. That's that'll.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's what happened that time right there. Here we go. Trip by receivers down to the bottom of your screen. We haven't seen this before. They're going to look over to the middle for the draw for the screen, and they play it very well. Again, out there to Phillips, and Phillips gets taken down short of the first down, but a good disguise down here on the bottom of your screen as they do the little. It looked like it was a playbook on Trey Smith's Lions book right there.
Oh yeah, that was a great play sign there.
Off screen pass here to the running back out of the backfield. Again, now 3 wide receivers down at the bottom of your screen. Keep your eye on number 12 on this play as Nick Castellano do a little slant coming in the middle. Looks like they're in zone coverage here for the Lions, and they're going to up the middle. Bounces it out to the outside. Calls his own number for them to take it down from behind.
On the carry.
As Manziel gets all the way down to the 10-yard line, and that's going to be a first down, and it depends on the mark if they can get a first down or not.
Yeah, Mansell with a nice pump fake, shakes and bake, and then is able to cut outside for the first down. And like I said, capable runner, and he sets the Legends up in the red zone.
Nose to the football on the 10-yard line. First and goal it brings up now. They're going to fake the handoff, fake the pass, and Manziel calls his own number following the left side, and big number 59 Evan Chesko on a tackle for the Lions, and now the Lions desperately need to keep them out of the end zone there, Harry.
Yeah, I don't know if those last 2 plays, I'm not sure if those were design runs, but Mansell, like I said, is able to make the defense pay with his legs.
Rush comes in, they hand off, this time keeping his head up high again is number 32, Cody Scotland. And Scotland, he is, 25 rushing coming in this game, so they use him quite a bit. And 1 rushing touchdown.
Lions. 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, I would be a bit surprised. They got big number 32 back there, but where do they got 23 set up this time? They're going to bring it in. And let's get the rest again. So Manziel's in the shotgun, and he's Scotland to his right. He's going to hand off up the middle, bounce it over, sits down and pushes over and gets the touchdown. As Cody Scotland takes it. Let's watch this again. And this is just following your blockers and following back the big number 59, Tom Carlson, leading away. And
that was a nice play design there too. You had the trips to the right, and you run to the weak side there where, there's just not as many defenders. Everybody's drawn over with the bunch set. So nice play design there from the Legends.
As they bring in Fulsonetti, Dominic here to take the point after attempt here, and
flag on the play.
Whistle here before they go. And we'll see what that is. We'll go down to Kennedy's offside against Lions as they jump and try to get it. Now, will the Legends take that yard, go for 2 as you're only 1 yard away? Let's see, they're going to. I wonder if they're thinking decline the penalty right now. They're going to mark it off. So the ball will be set at the 1, and now the extra point will get 19-yard extra point instead of 20-yard extra point. And they got it down there. Oh, look at this. 2 Fulsonettis are one's holding, one's kicking, and it's right through the uprights, and it is good.
Dominic Fulsonetti.
Lancaster now with a 29-0 lead here, and it's still 5:55 remaining in the first half. And in all honesty, if you look at everything in paper, you believe this score, but the Lockport has played much better than what the score indicates.
Yeah, for sure. Especially the defense. The defense has played much better than the score would indicate. But when Lancaster has the ball in plus territory, back-to-back possessions to start the game, and they're able to take advantage and punch it in. That's tough. A defensive unit, they can hang as tough as they want, but if they're backed up, there's just not. An offense is going to make you pay at some point if you're backed up that often.
We hope you're enjoying the broadcast. There's Section 6 high school football at its best here on LCTV. I'm Jim Slowey along with Harry Demos as we get set. Yes, you can read all about this in tomorrow's Union Senate Journal. Harry, one of a very well-known writer and for the Union Sun Journal, and enjoy all your articles. I really enjoy you getting into really, your personal articles where you get in and you talk to the players, and then you put the piece together. You've come a long way, and I really enjoy your piece.
I really appreciate that.
Here we go. Endo Red is going to be taken on the fly by Williams at the 15. Now he gets to the 20, makes a move. Spin move at the 25. Lunges forward. Good return that time by Julius Williams. And Lockport will take over now. And obviously, they need something positive to talk about in the locker room, because I'm going to get to you what these two teams are saying in the locker room. And right now, I don't think it's going to be very pleasant in the locker room.
For sure. I'm sure you remember my senior year, we were able to come back against Clarence, the playoff game.
What a game!
What a game, right? Being down 27-7. But the big thing that day was, we were able to get a score right before the half, and that really energized us. And we were like, hey, listen, I know it's a tough deficit, but we can still fight back. So you want to see if the Lions players have that same mentality today.
Here we go now. Cash is now back, and he's got May back there. He hands off to May. May tries the right side, and he's smothered in there as he runs into big number 55, Dan Enfield, makes that tackle. And
the Lions' offensive line has had its troubles today. And Lancaster, one of the toughest defensive units, but they've got some good size up front as well. With guys like number 60. Cullen Brown,
big guy.
And guys like number 55, Dan Enfield. So they've got some size up front, which definitely poses a challenge for the Lions.
Cash is going to put it up quickly to the outside, gets it in the hands of Cooper. Cooper comes to the middle of the field, makes a move. Here he goes. He's in open field. The 50. He gets down to the 40. He's going to go all the way. The 20. He makes a move at the 10. Stays on his feet. Touchdown, Lockport. Josh Hooper was watching this again. He picks it up at the 25. Makes a move. Now he picks it back. There goes the DA in front of him. Taking care of the end.
And we talked about it, get the ball to your best player. Josh Cooper, we saw what he was able to do last week. He's a guy that knows how to make plays, and like we said, he just took a screen pass there. I don't know how long was that. How long was that?
74 yards.
74 yards. Wow. So this is a guy who he's got track speed, and the proof is in the pudding. He's been taught from guys like Malik Brooks, like his older brother Jalen. So we see a block here by the Legends.
Yeah, they came through right there. Number 52, one of the quad captains, Matt Marshner got in there, got his big mid up on there and blocked the extra point, and now Lancaster still leads 29-6. But there's that little bit of giddy up that at least you can get on your team, and you know what? Those plays are all exciting. They generate enthusiasm, whether you're winning 6-0 or whether you're down 29-6. It's going to be something to build on.
For sure. Yeah, it's like you said, something to build on. And now you said energizing. Hopefully that can energize the Lions defense. We got to see how they respond here.
One of the things, Kyrie, you were blessed to be at there's a lot of players. I know that you went both ways sometimes. But, you got a 80-degree day here. It's a little cloudy, thank goodness for the players, but they keep hydrated. Like last night, Wilson only has 22 shots. We're watching it in the third quarter, end of the third quarter. He's hands on the hips. It's a sign that you're kind of getting winded.
Yeah.
And when a small field like this, a lot of these guys are going both ways. It takes its toll on some of these guys.
Yeah, it does. It really does. And I always thought days like today were the sneakiest days because, you look outside, you see the clouds and everything. It's gloomy looking, but these are some of your warmer days because of how humid it is. So you got to make sure that these guys are staying hydrated, and you got to wonder who's going to be able to wear down because of that.
Here's a kick by Hack. It drives him all the way back. Is Davis. He gets to the 20 to 25, comes to the near side. He's going to turn corner at the 30, and he's tackled down there, and a beautiful tackle there by Jared Pelicano. He holds him down. Lancaster will start at the 30-yard line.
That was a nice play by Pelicano. He almost sized him up, and he let him forced him to the sideline and was able to get the nice wrap up there.
Cheerleaders now, the basket, the crowd little bit. See Joey Anderson down there with Timmy Hughes talking about the football game. Good crowd on hand here. Now we're going to come out. Let's see how Lancaster now responds to the last touchdown. Jason Manziel, quarterback number 15. He's in a shotgun, and here it comes. Going to make the handoff, and it quickly gets it to the outside. Caught out there. Beautiful run tonight. Davis as he gets to the edge and gets all the way down in the Lions territory.
Yeah, if you see there, the Lions are playing in a cover one, man-to-man across the board with high safety over the top, and you know that's what can happen with man coverage. One is tackle, and we've got a guy running out the sidelines.
A 31-yard pass from Manziel Davis, and Lancaster Legends now in good field position inside the Lions 40. Here's a snap. There's a fake handoff. They're going to put it in the air again. Timing pattern going to the corner of the end zone. Tripped up and caught and run into the end zone by Nick Castellana. Castellana gets the touchdown. It only took 2 plays. Let's watch this again.
Yeah, I mean, Joe Taylor, I mean, man, I don't know how much better of coverage you can have. You know, he had a pass break up there, but hey, it doesn't even matter when a guy like Castellana, a big frame there, goes up for it. You know, he's able to come down and puts the Legends up 35-6.
Yeah, Castellana right there. It looked like the Rob Gronkowski of high school right there. You know, be able just to sit there, bat it up to himself, and walk it in the end zone.
Yeah.
All right, and they're going to Cincinnati's. One's going to hold, one's going to kick. Looks like Gianluca's going to hold, and Dominic will do the kicking for the extra point. And now Lancaster, I asked you how to answer. There's a good put down on a bad snap, and a kick us up, and it is good. So with 4:15 remaining here as the first half. Yes, the first half. It's Lancaster 36, Lockport 6. And, you know, Kyrie, it only took a couple seconds for me to get my question answered. My question was, let's see how Lancaster's going to respond to Lockport's touchdown. It took 2 plays, and they went, 76 yards or whatever.
Yeah, and I mean, the first play there, that's just, the Legends were able to make up for a missed tackle from I believe that was, I'm not sure if that was Colin Thompson or Joe Taylor there, but, you know, Sean Davis was able to make them and pay, setting them up for the Castellana touchdown. But, I mean, Joe Taylor, you can't really get much better coverage. But, I mean, hey, genetics do matter. And, you know, a guy's 6'4", 6'3", you know, he's got that size. I mean, he's able to go up and make a play like that.
No doubt about it. Now they're going to put it up. Big Clark Whiteside, number 25, he's going to be doing the kicking here. Whiteside will be kicking. Back deep. Again, is Taylor at the top of your screen, and it looks like Thompson to the bottom of your screen, and here's the kick. It's a good one. End over end. Going to be bounced at the 12-yard line. Picked up by Taylor coming to the near side. He tries to get to the outside as he tries to turn to 20. Oh, and he gets hauled down by his face mask. They're going to take on 15.
I believe it might have been a horse collar tackle, but either way, you know.
Watch it again.
Oh, yeah, it was a fake match. Yeah,
not about it. Yeah, they get it down, and so now they should bring the ball, I would guess, somewhere up near the 35-yard line. It's going to see.
Personal foul, face masking penalty on Lancaster.
And then, you know what happens? You see Ken Ennis picking up the flag.
15-yard penalty.
And we'll go to the 35-yard line. You carry. The Lions somehow can manage to score again in the next 4 minutes. You go into the locker room saying, hey, listen, we got a shootout. This might be another one of those 50.
And that's what the Lions have at least been able to rely on the last 2 years. You know, they know that their offense is going to be able to put up points against just about anybody. So they got to be able to chip away from it.
And they still put single coverage at Cooper to the top of your screen. There's a snap. It's a better snap. And they're going to go to the near side of Thompson. They put it up, it's knocked away. Good defensive play that time by Isaiah Littleton.
Yeah, Littleton, he was a little handsy, but you know, he was in great position. So that, I mean, you really can't throw a flag on that. Good coverage there, and you know, just want to give Juice Williams an opportunity to make a play.
You're right. So they're using Cooper as a decoy now when they do something like that. But, you know, I would think they're going to go out there again because Chris Shaver's been doing a good job on one-on-one coverage on him. They're at it again, but let's see what happens. Now they're back at the pass. They're going to roll to the near side. He has the man. He makes the catch. And it's going to be a good pickup. 14 yards to Julius Williams. And there's a play. One of the things I noticed this year compared to last year when Nick catches, he rolls a lot to the opposite, to the left side. You would think that it would be the opposite way. He set up more to roll to the right. He's very successful rolling here to the near side. You got to stop and score your shoulders. It doesn't seem like you're going to have the tackle. He's been pretty good at it this year.
Hey, sometimes you got to just make a play. It doesn't matter how it's done. You got to just get it done.
Jet sweep now as Thompson gets it. He bounces the outside, stays on his feet, picks up 5 yards. There's a play that could have gone for a 6-yard loss and go for a 3 or 4 yard gain.
Yeah, Thompson was able to make a few guys miss, made something out of nothing, and you like to see that. That was a play that could have easily been a lost yardage play, a negative play, but the Lions now able to work with second and manageable.
Our HD cameras are down on the field like they're bringing you right in, and you can see the little raindrops coming down. We were supposed to have this for most of the game. It's just starting now. Here we go, the Lions now, second down, inside Legend territory. They're going to come to the near side. Quickly they do. They overthrow the intended receiver, Logan Went. And that might be a good thing. There were a couple players who were lined up on the tackle on that.
Sure, yeah, that would have been, honestly, Went was kind of spared on that. So, that's good rallying up by the Legends defense. But like we said about, Thompson on that first down play, now the Lions with the incompletions still have a third and manageable situation.
You're right. As they look here now, the clock is the ally of the Legends. 2:48 to go now here. Third down. Lockport needs to pick up a first down to keep this drive going. There's a pass. The outside Cooper does make some move. And he fooled me out. I thought he was going to come to the middle of the field. He tried to take it down and just try to stretch for that first down and couldn't get it. But he's going to bring a fourth down now. Big play here in this first half for the Lions.
Yeah, big play here. You talk about that last play. Cooper was a little high, so he wasn't able to really make a move after that, but still, fourth and short. See what the Lions come with.
And I think they got Lancaster to jump, and that's going to give them a first down and get him a first down. Yes, it is, and now it'll be a first down. Instead of him to get 3-4 yards on fourth down, they get first down now. Again, it's literally first down and 2:19 to go here in the first half.
And your playbook's wide open. You can run the ball still got some time to run, but you obviously see the type of success that the Lions pass offense has had too.
Cash announced got 3 wide receivers to the back of the screen. He goes to the top to Cooper. Cooper's got 4 Legends around him after he makes the catch. He'll get a short gain on there, but you can best bet Coach Eric Rupp now has his eye on number 1 after that 76-yard touchdown.
Yeah, for sure. It's almost going to be like they're going to rally up to him and let him work underneath because they don't want to give up any more big plays over the top.
Coops now to go again to the top of your screen. They're going to put Colin Thompson is a slot at the top of your screen. 3 wide receivers to the bottom. Empty backfield for Cash now as he says Thompson to motion. Good snap. They set up the screen to Logan Went. Logan Went in his 40, puts his head down. He goes inside the 35 down to the 32-yard line. The clock continues to run.
I like the play call there. A little misdirection to the left-hand side. The strong side, drawing defenders over there when you leave Went open to be able to get up a nice manageable gain there. Second down.
All right, now here we go. You see this clock is moving as we're nearing 1 minute to go here in the first half. Logan Went looking over for some sideline. Ricky May comes back. Now he's going to stay to the left of Cashner, who's in the shotgun, waiting for the snap. He looks, it's a bad snap over his head. They're going to put it in the air. They do it, it's intercepted. He tried throwing it away. Intercepted by Sean Davis. He races down the sideline. He could go all the way, and he does. A 65-yard pick six.
Yeah, honestly, this one's got to be on the QB. The ball slipped right through his hands, and at this point, we saw Josh Allen do this last week. When you're falling back outside the pocket, just throw it away. Don't don't give the defense a chance to make a play on it. And Davis was able to atone for some giving up the big play last possession.
You're absolutely right, Kyrie. And while they get set here to scramble to get everybody personnel on there for the extra point, want to wish the Buffalo Bills very good luck tomorrow as they kind of increase their season record to 4-0 with a victory over the Patriots. We wish Josh Allen and Coach McDermott all the best, and look forward to the game as well. I don't want to go too high, but there's a kick up, and nice driving rain now you can see coming down. It is good. So with 33 seconds to go, it extends to 43-6. But yeah, the Buffalo Bills with a big game tomorrow. I mean, I'll tell you, it's going to be bedlam up in Orchard Park tomorrow at New Era Field.
Oh my goodness! You want to talk about bedlam? Before the game should probably be bedlam as well. But no, it's exciting. I mean, it's just crazy how much happier everybody is when the Bills are playing well. When the Bills are playing meaningful games, when they haven't lost all season, whether that's preseason, regular season games. But I think too, this Bills team feels a little different. Good defensive unit, good young quarterback. Hopefully getting our good young rookie running back tomorrow too.
Let me tell you. Hopefully Singletary gets back there. But let me tell you something. 20 years before you graduated from high school, so it's probably before you were born. I was him doing a lot of Monday mornings with a smile on my face with some of the big teams.
For sure. I mean, hey, 4 straight years of Super Bowls. I mean, I don't care if you lose all 4 of them. I mean, that's a great accomplishment.
Absolutely. I'll bet you our cameraman Jerry up on camera 1 is happy that Lockport installed a nice tarp over the top of covering over the top of the rust box here at Lockport. So here's the kick. End over end. It's going to come to the middle of the field, and it's going to be dropped and picked up by, I believe it's Mario Douglas. Or no, it's coming to the near side. He stays on his feet, bounces off. They gave it to Joe Taylor, but I kind of missed it there. You get a good look at the grandson of a legend. We get set here for Lockport now, and I would have to guess that the Trade Smith's going to send down to get down on their knee and just go talk about everything.
Yeah, that's, the Lions, it's got to be tough to, obviously down 43-6, but, it's really been their own doing, and it hasn't been necessarily Lancaster dominating. They've shot themselves in the foot, whether it's the block punt, the pick, the last possession there. Just some of the miscues that they've, seemed to have over the last few weeks of the season.
Good snap, hand off to May, coming to the near side, tries to get a corner. He'll go out of play. Clock will stop at 20 seconds.
Forced out of bounds by Connor Mahoney.
One of the things too, and I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but
gain of 4, second down.
Lockport's changed centers 2 or 3 times, trying to get the right combination. That time was a great snap by Christian Schaffer, who's in there now, snapping the ball.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, it just is so important. I mean, your play starts and ends with the center and the offensive line in general. But I mean, if the center and quarterback snap isn't right, then you can't do anything offensively.
There's a good one. May goes over there. The Lancaster trying to strip the ball away.
Joshua Jelanic on the tackle.
56 Connor Mahoney on the tackle as well. And now I don't think Lockport will be able to get one more play away. Casher looks behind him and sees it down there, and that's it. That is the end of the first half of play here. Oh no, Lockport calls a timeout. We will not be going, it's not halftime. Lockport calls timeout. I think they're going to put 1 second back on the clock. So they got the timeout before the time expired, and we'll have one more play here with Lockport. You know what, and you can look back at that last touchdown by the Legends, a nice play by Sean Davis to run it back 65 yards for the pick 6, but the bad snap caused Nick to go back and just try to heave it. I think he was just trying to heave it out of bounds, and it slipped out of his hands because because of the wet conditions as well too.
Yeah, even whether it was him trying to throw it away or just trying to give his receivers a chance to make a play. I mean, that's just not the right play. Like I said, Josh Allen did that last week, and that was a bonehead mistake, and that was there for Nick Casher. But he's a smart quarterback. He's going to come back from that.
Cooper's got his right hand wrapped in ice, his right wrist. Let's hope he's okay. He's not out there right now, and Cash is now in a shotgun. One more play here in the first half. Cash is back, rushes on. He gets flushed out of the pocket and throws it over the middle. And goes incomplete.
And we got another injury there. Number 68 for Lockport, Ashley Hearns, slow to get up after the play, but you don't want to see that. But you know, just a lot to really discuss for the Lions. You know, they gotta be able to rein things in a little bit. You know, like we said, limit the miscues, because that's really what's been holding them back, is they've gotten in their own way.
Well, the cheerleaders are going to take us to break as the rain pours down even more. There you see the halftime score. Lancaster 43, Lockport 6. For Kyrie Emos, I'm Jim Slowy. We'll be back with second half action from Max D. Letter Stadium. Following the cheerleaders, well, it looks like it's going to be following these messages.
Tune to LCTV 1301 on Spectrum Cable for local talk shows, sports, entertainment, and special events in our communities. We also bring you the best gavel-to-gavel local government meetings and an opportunity for you to talk with your local officials live on TV. Program LCTV in your favorites button on your remote. Watch live or DVR LCTV channels 1301, 1302, and 1303. For the best in local programming, it's LCTV. For more information, go to www.lctv.net.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you!
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new offense.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Yeah, stay up there for a second. You know it's kind of full. Bill, can you hear me? Can you hear me on the headset? Bill,
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back here as we get set here for second half action to Lockport, New York. Yes, there you see the score. Lancaster 43, Lockport 6. Hello, everyone. I'm Jim Sloyer over here trying to broadcast with Kerry Demos here as we get set. One of the Lockport Legends to play on this field as well, and on the UV and St. John Fisher, and got a chance to play with Khalil Mack.
Used to have to block him every day.
So you have to block Khalil Mack
we'll
every
try
day?
to.
Try to, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say, how successful were you? There's a lot of NFL linemen that aren't very successful at doing that as well.
Just as successful as those guys. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, we can talk a little bit about that as we go on in this third quarter. But tell us, you're Eric Rupp, you're the Legends, you're up 4-3-6. What do you tell your team in the locker room?
This was the position that we were in, a handful of times my senior year. It's really just about keeping a foot on the gas. And I always say this, especially, if we're driving, we're already up, trying to put that final nail in the coffin. Got to keep pounding.
Welcome back to the second half.
Because, a quick score from Lockport, first turnover, maybe another quick score. Then things are really, you see in the snowball effect from there.
Lancaster
It can happen that quick.
half.
If you're Lancaster, you want to try to come out early, put the game away as early as you can, so then you can just, put the backups in. But
you're right, get the backups in. One of the things I was going to ask you, Kerry, playing the game, I mean, you go, you keep that gas. As an athlete, and some of the people that are out there just watching this that never really played athletics when they were younger, they don't understand this. And I try to get the point out. You got to play at full speed, or you get yourself in a chance to get hurt. I mean, you don't want to get hurt. You don't want to get an injury, so you can miss some of your games, especially if you're senior or whatever. But you got to play pretty hard. And there's the coach is going to have to get other players in. Now, what do you say for Trey Smith in there? You had a little bit of ray of hope toward the end. What do you tell your team now coming out?
I mean, at this point, you got to tell the guys that, hey, listen, you know what? Just forget the scoreboard. Just keep playing, keep fighting. At this point, hey, the game may be out of hand, but that doesn't mean that this game is over. You still have another half of football to play.
There's a lot of learning that goes on, too. You're right. You take one quarter at a time. I'm sure that's what they're going to do. And here's Anthony Hack. They're going to squib it down there on a wet turf. And Lancaster just falls out. There's a very smart play. There's a lot of good things that are happening. That's number 55, Dan Emfield, is going to down that. And Lancaster will start here with the ball. And we'll see, Kerry, if what you said is true. One of the things to mention, though, coming out of the locker room, we saw, number one, Josh Cooper. He had his hand in ice as he went to the locker room, and he has got Rosie did her magic. They look like they have it wrapped up a little bit. He is out there at safety right now for the Lions.
Yeah, that'd be key to see. I mean, yeah, he can play defensively, but we got to see how that affects him as a receiver with the ball in his hands.
They're going to hand off. They're bursting up the left side as the Legends now for those
Scotland on the carry.
that are listening to us on 90.9 FM WLNF. There's Lancaster in there all white with a red helmet. They're moving from left to right against Lockport.
Rebound down the tackle.
All blue with their gold helmets. Second down and a good gain of 6 off the left side of that offensive line for Lancaster. I don't know if Nick Jarnett is watching. This must remind him of the time that he was on there. And there's a good two-way tackle. And that's a good back to Cody Scotland. And he got stopped after a pickup maybe of a yard.
Yeah, we see Dylan Reibold.
Justice Johnson on the tackle.
Justice Johnson, too. Nibble to
3rd and 4.
Now, these are the situations, if you're Lockport defense, you want to force Lancaster in. 3rd and still manageable, but it's not a 3rd and 1, a 3rd and 2. You got to try to get them off the field in these positions.
Trying to bring in dry footballs. You're going to see a lot of that here in the third quarter. I think you'll see a lot of that clock in the bottom working its way down, too. But Lancaster now 3rd and long. It'd be great for Lockport maybe to get a stop right here. First step is back. They're going to throw it quickly. They do, and it's almost intercepted. Boy, I think that Colin Thompson was probably of the 4 people that were down there. He had the best opportunity to catch that ball.
Yeah, they almost hit him right in the chest. And you know, hey, you gotta wonder if he's got dry hands, if he's got, you know, some fresh pair of gloves on, is he able to pick that pass off?
Right.
One last quarter, get your 50-50 tickets.
So, big day out in Lockport, Locktoberfest out just a short ways away. Lancaster a little late coming out of there. Anthony Santos LaRosa finally gets out there to his slot right position, and there's a punt. Nice punt. It's going to bounce about the 32, and it's going to be picked up by Thompson. No, he's going to let it go. It'll roll dead at the 29-yard line. And Lockport will have a good drive start. One of the things you came out, you made a good stop, 3-0 for the Legends. Something that I don't think that they did it all in the first half. Maybe once at the end of the first half there. But now they got a Lockport is going to get the drive start. Now we also got to take a look at. We heard number 7 is out there. Nakasha, he got a little banged up there on the last couple plays. We got wind up here in the press box, but he's out there. He's a trooper.
Yeah, Nick Cash is as tough as they come. I mean, he's really the heartbeat of this team. So, you know, he's got to be able to. He wants to be able to make sure that he can still provide for this offensive unit.
I'm going to ask you something after we get going. And you're there. Here's Cash. He's got a nice spiral down to Cooper down the sidelines, and boy, just outstretched hand. Good attempt right there. There's C number 1.
7-10.
Terry, you played this game at a good level, and hey, you're going up against Cleo Mack. You've been playing it at the best level, no doubt about it. One of the things, I mean, this is a tough sport. There's injuries that people don't know about. Now, when I was younger, about 80 years ago, you know, we get hurt, this and that. I mean, you play through your injuries, no problem now. It's pretty tough now to see it. You know, you go to the NFL, and you know, you get a little banged up, and you know, yeah, you're going to sit out this week or whatever because you're still going to collect your paycheck. It's going to be pretty tough.
No, for sure. No, I mean, that was something I had to deal with, especially in college. I had 4 surgeries. I blew both my shoulders out, and
Did you?
I had my knee scoped, and you know the injuries, they really do pile up. And you see Kasha rolling out and finding Lent. He drops the pass there. That ball is probably going to come into play a lot here in the second half. So that with Josh Cooper on that pass there too. You know, it's so true. And I mean, I actually was just watching something on NFL Network about this last night. It's like, man, you know, what do you do? You know, do you at 80%, 85% go out there and, hey, you know, my 85% is better than most guys 100% versus, oh, you know, I'm hurting my team. Let me just take a step back. You know, you got to weigh that balance.
I think that's why they got trainers now and coaches, you know, to see all that. Coop up to the top of your screen. Here we go, 3 wide receivers down to the bottom, 2 on top. Draw play now. Casher calls his own number. He saw the rush coming in. I don't know if that was a design draw, but he made a really good decision there. Almost broke free. Got called down after a short gain.
Yeah, and you know, you see the frustration on Nick Cash's face. And I mean, he's had several opportunities or several situations like that, you know, 3rd downs where he's trying to just make a play, but, you know, not even necessarily able to get the play off because the line just wasn't able to hold up with protection.
Tucking with Danny Barancata. He's out there. He comes to the sideline now. Now they got Pelicano in there. Darren Pelicano is going to, excuse me, Hack is going to be kicking the ball, and Hack's going to fake the Hack. He's going to put it over the middle. He does. He throws it into the middle. It'll be intercepted by the Legends. Again, second interception of the game, I believe, by Isaiah Littleton. And he's going to return it.
You know, you like the play call there just to, you know, be able to keep the Legends on their toes, but you know, not able to even make a play. Giving it right back to the Legends with a short field. And, you know, this is an offense that, yeah, they did get it. They did just have a 3 and out, but, I mean, 43 first half points. So you don't want to give it that dangerous, that type of field position.
Now they set the ball down. They keep the clock moving. And it's one of the things that you need to do here is Lancaster now, they're going to put the ball in the air. They do. They got a new quarterback in there, and there's a handoff coming to the near side as Ethan Trukowski. He scored the first touchdown. So there's the first snap from a new quarterback, and I think you saw it's Gianluca Fulcinetti in there for the quarterback now for the Legends. And you know, it's good to be able to get some reps in game time situations with your backup. Here we go. Cody Phillips is to the right, number 23. They send in motion, and he's going to call his own number. He's got some room on the outside. He stays on his feet inside the 20. Coop's going to try to get him. He does. He strips the ball, but it goes out of play right around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and now with Cincinnati in,
First out of bounds by
this is going to be interesting to see. I mean, he's clearly more of a skill type player than a traditional quarterback. We see he had coming into today 11 carries for 90 yards and a rushing touchdown. So he's obviously a guy that can be dynamic with the ball in his hands.
He has yet to attempt a pass though, so we'll see what happens. Here is the shotgun snappy handoff. There's a wide open hole on the left side. And that's big number 33. Cody Phillips, and I believe that's his 6th touchdown of the season.
Now, if you look here on the replay, the threat of the read option, just look, crashing down there by number 32. That is Mario Douglas. He was able to be caught off guard there. And when he crashed down, there was nobody left on the weak side. And is that Phillips there?
Yeah, it's Cody Phillips. So a good misdirection going off to the left, and everybody thought the play was coming to their side. A good play, and Legends increased their lead, trying to get the half-century mark now as Cincinnati is up there, and it is good. So yes, so Gianluca with a hold, Dominic with a kick, and it is good. And the magic number of 50 has been reached by the Legends here with 7:15 to go here in quarter number 3. We want to welcome everybody that are out there, and especially the people that left after the first half when the rain coming down and pouring down out here. If you're joining us, on our broadcast, we want to mention too, if any of it, Kerry, we did 2 volleyball games, a soccer game, and 2 football games this week, and we're out there doing a lot of high school sport, college sports. If there's anything that anybody likes out there, they go to lctv.net. There's a little icon. You can navigate it, really easy to navigate for a small fee. Greg will get you a DVD copy out, something that you have for a lifetime and be able to maybe show your kids in 20 years.
For sure, yeah. That was the cool thing. We were able to get some of the tapes from my senior season, so it's cool to just be able to, hey, remember that one game? Oh, let's pop the tape in. Let's see if we can go back and find that play or whatever situation it was.
You get a chance to show them to some of the college scouts as well. I mean, it's one of the things that a lot of these guys have done. When the ball bounces at the 20, picked up in there by Douglas as it gets to 25 and gets hauled forward at 30. But
tackled by Reese Monin.
So we're all over the place. I think we got 3 volleyball games next week. We got swimming next week, and we're just all over the place. But it's nice to be able to, get a copy. I mean, and people like to use that.
First and 10 Lions from their 30.
Even send it to somebody, if you're planning on playing at the next level. Yes. LCTV.net. Here we go now. The Lions are going to come out here with their familiar double wing formation. One in the backfield is May. You're going to put it up in the air as Cassia. He throws it to the wobbler. Williams has a look at it and he tries to haul it in. Brilliant attempted there by Julius Williams, but it goes incomplete.
Yeah, nice play by, I didn't see who the Lancaster defender was. Was that Fultonity? I believe it was Cincinnati in on the coverage, but we've talked about this before. Cassia just trying to give his guys an opportunity to make a play, and it's been tough because when he has had the protection, he hasn't been able to have the big downfield strikes like we've seen in weeks past, years past as well with Cassia.
Cassia was 2nd and 10. They're going to put Thompson in motion. Hand off to May. He tries the middle of the field. He puts his head down, and he gets hauled back after a short gain. Initial hit in there by number 72. It's Logan Prescott. He waited for help, and he got it.
3rd and 8.
My guess is here, look for a little dump-off pass, either to let's see who they got back there. Either to May or down here, maybe to number 87, Logan Went. Watch the bottom of your screen on this play. Although Coop is up on top with single coverage. You're going to go to the top of your screen, and it passes just off the mark
Cassius pass is incomplete.
And Thompson had to reach out.
Intended for Colin Thompson.
He had time to haul it in, but it drops incomplete.
Yeah, I think if Cassius had given Thompson or even Coop a look just a tad sooner, just a second sooner even, he might have been able to get an easy completion to either one of those guys, but just a step behind there, the Legends defense was able to recover.
All right, Hancock now had a soccer game tonight. We feel they lost 2-1. Good play by the Falcons. Here's a snap. It's a good one. Here's a punt. It's a good wobbler. It's going to go to the outside. It'll bounce to the 40, but take a sideward bounce again and go out play. And the Legends will have the ball at the 38-yard line as they get their second possession here in the second half.
That's where Lancaster will take over, 1st and 10.
So, in a cloudy day with a rain kind of opened up about just before the end of the first half, and it's going to be just like the weatherman predicted today. There's going to be a little bit of a drizzler as the game goes on. But Carrie, tell me also too, beautiful field, dedicated last year. Something that I know that everybody wanted. I know you're going to say it's a few years too late.
It is.
It's a beautiful field down there to be able to play on, isn't it?
Yeah.
These kids coming up.
No, it's awesome, and I'm just happy for these kids. Yes, it would have been nice to have been able to play on this field, but at the same time, too, these guys, to be able to have this, it's awesome. And, the coolest thing for me was, last year, the first game being played here against Will North, I was able to cover that game. So to just see, coming from when I played, at North Park here, when it was a grass field, and when I played here for the Lions too, to see it come this far is awesome.
There was Ethan Cockford that was on the first down carry. He carried it for about 12 yards in the first down into Lockport territory. And now in the second play there, Lockport's big number 73, Luke Hillman, in on the tackle there to stop him for a loss now. And we haven't seen too many plays go against Lancaster for negative yardage, but we did right there.
Yeah, Luke Hillman and Ricky May. Ricky May really was the catalyst on that play. He was able to penetrate through the offensive line and set Hillman up on the tackle. Loss.
Got some new numbers. We're going to give you numbers and names as we go along here. Again, up on the offensive line, Matt Skolsky, number 70, number 72, Logan Prescott. Here's a fake of the handoff. Calling his own number on the outside is Fulcinetti, and Fulcinetti is going to get stopped for no gain. Maybe lost another yard on the play. So Lockport with 2 big plays coming up.
Tackled in the backfield.
3rd long.
Jaheim Clayton in on the tackle.
I'll tell you somebody who came
They're
prepared.
down.
Both sides cheerleaders came prepared for today's game because they got the rain gear on and they're ready to go.
Yeah, Coach Jackie's always done a good job of
Isn't
making
she?
sure the girls.
She's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. But the Lancaster girls, they've got their own trench coats.
All right, back in the snap. Here we go, calling his own number, making a spin move. I thought he lost the ball. He did it. He's got to make a move. He's going to be throwing it forward.
Fulcinetti on the
And
carry.
on second effort, on 3rd and 12, I think he's going to pick up 13 yards and get the first
Good enough
down.
for the Legends, first down.
Yeah, I think with the weather coming down like it is, it's that much more slippery for guys. So, we saw, was that number 13, Jackie, let me see. I'm having some trouble with this last name here. Jacamiak was able to slip through there with
Lucas, yeah.
about 3 or 4 different spin moves.
Now here's a handoff coming to the near side, staying on his feet. Again, making a move. Another good run down the sideline, throwing out a play. Ethan Cockburn makes another nice play. So Ethan Cockburn goes, he's going to carry the ball once for 12 yards. That was about 16, so 2 carries for 28 yards. He's only carried 9 times for 33 yards coming into this game.
But when the game is like this at this point, you start to see some of those younger guys getting in on the field. And that's the good thing about as tough as the game is as it's been today. Everybody's going to be able to get a chance to play.
Jeff Burgess, number 14, down to the bottom of the screen. The ball is loose and fall on top of it. Lockport is going to take it after the number 66 still in Rebold for the Lions. And That's what you got to watch out for in these games.
Yeah, for sure. We talked about it. The slippery ball is going to be a factor, and Fulcinetti tried to pull it, but just slipped out, and Rebo was able to take advantage.
Look at that. There's a warrior coming up right there.
Got some turf monsters in his face.
Got some turf. Is that what you call turf monsters? Yeah. What do you think of the field house down at UV, huh?
Oh, man, I've only seen it from the outside.
Okay.
The outside is phenomenal, but I can only imagine how the inside of it is. And, again, great to see that. To go from, we used to have to go up to the Bills facility when it was getting a little cold out,
right.
So it's nice to have that over there. 5 wide set from Kasha in the offense.
There he goes. He put it up for Cooper. Jump ball. Goes
Cash's pass is incomplete.
down.
Intended for Josh Cooper.
There is single coverage, but he's got safety help. And when you throw it that high, the safety gives you safety enough time to get over there to make it a two-man defense.
For sure, yeah. You talk about the coverage there from Chris Shaver playing at the corner position. And, yeah, look, see, that those are the type of defensive coverages that, kind of toy with an offense. It looks like there's a single coverage, but then as you throw the ball, you realize, oh, no, he's got safety help there.
All right. Now Cash again from the shotgun. 2nd and 10. He's got Taylor to his right. No, it's May. Here's Ricky May with a ball. He's got some room. He bounces around. Spin move at the 30. Gets over to 35. He gets a pick a ball on 11 and a first down on the line.
Yeah, nice draw play there. You could tell they were as soon as Kasha and May stood up on that. But yeah, able to make a big play, spin off a guy, get the first down for the Lions.
Danny Barrancana is sending the signals in there. You can see him with Kasha now. May is going to set up to Kasha's left in the shotgun. Again, Coop goes up at the top of your screen. I'd like to see a little bit lower of a pass to the outside at number 1. Let's see what happens. There's a little high ball again. A jump ball for Cooper. Keeps his eye on it. Oh, and almost went off the back of the pass is incomplete.
Now that was the best attempt I've seen out wide for Kasha to Cooper all day. Had some protection, and Coop was able to at least track the ball down. But again, we talk about the wet ball might have been a big factor on that play.
Good position. Chris Shaver on the defender down there, number 8 for the Legends. Lockport comes to the line now, taking a look. 2nd and long. They're going to get 2 men in motion at the same time. You can't have 2 men in motion, and it'll be illegal procedure.
False start penalty on Lockport. 5-yard penalty. 2nd and 15.
Good look at Ken Eddings. One of the things that we can set here, Terry, is you got to play in all weather conditions. I know with all these indoor facilities going up, you still got to play. If you're going to play in outdoor games, you don't get much of a chance to practice this in the nice weather in September.
Right.
Now you're going to get this. It's a slippery ball out there. There's Cash, a good snap and pass out there. We talked about the slippery ball. Julius Williams was starting to turn before he had complete control of that ball, and it went incomplete.
Yeah, for sure. And even though he dropped that and, wasn't able to get upfield, I don't know how much yardage he would have gotten because the Legends looked like they were going to be rallying right to the ball.
Yeah, they do it. Got some number changes in there, too. You see big number 78 coming in, Ryan Moran. He's going to line up against number 62 there, Joe McGovern in the game for the Legends. Lockport now coming to center. I'll tell you what, since they moved Schaffer to center, the snaps have been good. I might give it a jinx right here, but it's another really good snap. Pass over the middle. It's going to be dropped. It's the center fielder.
Cash's pass is incomplete.
Chris Kine right there. He started to run before the ball, but you know
Broken
what?
up by Christopher Klein.
You find that in a wet game till they let it go and hit your chest pad, and it bounces away. You got to use your hands, even though you might slip through. Still, you got to use your hands to haul those passes in.
Yeah, for sure. And, if you're Nick Kasha, that's one that sails a little bit on you, and you're thankful that Klein was able to drop that. So,
right.
So now Hack has a little bit more position to hopefully pin the Legends deep.
Last time it was baked. They're coming. There's a snap. It's a low one. He's going to run and then kick it again. He puts it out of play and almost dropped by a cheerleader. But You know, one of the things you do, Star Point, I don't know if you cover Star Point games, but their kicking game, they don't kick very often, let's put it that way. But when they do, they do have
Ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line.
And it takes discipline to keep the offensive line from knocking
At the end of the quarter, we'll announce the 50-50 winner.
And downfield.
Get your yellow tickets ready.
It always looks like an option to me. Option
prize
pass, option kick.
Yeah, and I mean, especially when you've got a punter as dynamic as Joe Carlson, who's arguably a Tommy Cup finalist. Yeah. So that definitely keeps the defense honest.
And here we go. Handoff again, goes up the middle of the Coxford.
And Coxford on the carry.
Tackles and goes for a good gain on first down, almost 6 yards. You see the
gain of 5, second down.
Trying to run in a dry ball. It just doesn't work in these conditions, I'll tell you that much. There's the snap again. Again, handoff to Coxford, and right in there, Ian Rickard
Coxford on the carry.
Stands up and hauls him down, and I'll tell you what.
And Rickard on the tackle.
Yeah, Rickard's made a few plays here in this third quarter. He's he's shown that that he's not trying to give up. He's still out here fighting for something.
3rd and 7.
He's been talked about a lot all season. He's had a very, very good season here. Big number 52. I might not have called his name as many times as we have the past couple of weeks, but there goes the horn. It's the end of the third play.
Winner, yellow ticket is 295.
With a 50-6 lead here.
That's 295. 831.
They're going to switch.
You may pick up your winning prize of $150 at the Snack Shack. Congratulations.
That as loud as I can. It's coming through big time out there, but that is the end of the third quarter. For Kyrie Demos, I'm Jim Sawyer. We hope you're liking what you see right here. Lancaster now. See a lot of clean jerseys out there without any of that rubber turf on them, getting ready to get back in the game. One of the things too, Kyrie, is you see, and I've been mentioning the fact, right down the road, Lockport put in a brand new soccer facility. It's great. And the new fields that they got, they're so
Come on, folks, it's still raining, but they're still cheering. Let's have a big round of applause for our varsity cheerleaders.
Rubber that's in there. It takes a while. Like at Benag University, they've been there for 4 or 5 years. It's compacted down really nice, and you can tell by the ball bounces. Bounce over your head after a while, and it might bounce maybe with your chest high after a long kick here. Here we go. We got calling his own number on the outside. Oh, and he's going to stay on his feet. They're going to try to drive him back. He reaches over, tackles got him around the waist. And Gianluca Cincinnati goes down and almost drives through a nice run of about almost 33 yards. Yeah,
we talked about Fulcinetti, being a guy who is a skill position guy now as a team quarterback. So, if the Legends are to face a situation, once the sectionals come around, the Class AA sectionals, is he going to be, if Mansell were to get hurt, God forbid, if they did need to use Fulcinetti under center, these are the type of things that he can provide.
They're going to hand up now and going in to score after he's taken down. Ethan Coxford takes the handoff. He goes in for the score, and Lancaster now has increased this lead to 56-6.
Yeah, let's
watch it again.
A good push up front. It looks like number 75 there for the Legends, Joe Pastori. Was able to clear a path there for Coxford. So again, the Legends, they've been able to really dominate in the trenches, not only on the offensive line, but on the defensive line too.
You did see number 77 Franklin Rice though for the Lions trying a valiant effort to stop him, and just guessed about 3 or 4 inches too short or whatever. So they're going to get a
right side's extra point is good.
It is good. So Lancaster now 57, Lockport 6, 11:13 to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, a lot happening out in Lockport. If you're listening in the southern tier, there's still time. I think it's, I don't know if it's 5 or 6 o'clock. It goes to Oktoberfest happening down by the canal. A big to-do out there, and And a lot happened. There you see some of the fans that stick around. I mean, it was a pretty good crowd until the rain come. You see Luke Curry up in the corner there. He's our PA announcer that you hear over there. We want to mention that we're under the direction of Phil Zarnicki in a truck. Rick Zapp back in the Palace. Plethora of cameramen. I see a whole bunch of them. And we were ready for the rain, Harry. You know what? But I told you, Jerry's must be good up at camera one because it's they got a little cover up on top now. But our cameras are right down on our scaffolding with all the bags covering all the electronics, and still look at us, still bringing these beautiful pictures right here. As Whiteside's going to kick off, and he does. His end over end is going up. Looks like it's going to be caught on the near side. Here comes Julius Williams. He goes right up the middle, stays on his feet.
Julius Williams on the return for
Lockport. Penalty flag coming in at the end of the play. Not sure if it was holding.
Tackled by Joseph Pedroza.
Right when he made that move, he got to the 30, and that's where they're going to put the flag down.
Yeah, Taki West, I don't know if you saw that in the 85. He had a huge block there. One of the unexpected legends, but let's see what the flag here is.
So that's Kennedy's tells him, yep, mark it off from there. And we got an illegal block in there by the Lions.
Penalty was on the Lions.
Personal foul, so it backs him up 15 yards. It's a spot penalty.
That backs him up to the 15-yard line.
Even though Williams got up to the 36 yard
First and 10.
The penalty occurred at the 30, so now Lockport will have the ball, but they have it at their own 15-yard line and 11 minutes to go here in what we can safely call the game. Now Lockport wants to go down, and you talk about winning quarter to quarter. I mean, I think it was a 7-7
Ricky May on the carry.
It was a 7-0 third quarter, which is a lot better than the first or second quarters for the Lions.
For sure, and we talked about that with the Lions coming out of halftime. The message that Coach Smith is trying to preach to is, you can't look at the scoreboard now and hey, they won that third quarter. They won that third quarter, and you got to just be able to try to build something now, build some momentum, so you can try to carry that over into next week.
You're right. As the teams get ready, Lockport next week. They play James. They go to Jamestown, Clarence. And then before they come back to finish the home opener by Star Point, and a big sack by the Legends as they go in sack. They're cashing the sack now. Let's watch this as a big dump right here. The linebackers are going to shoot the gap. They do, and here they come. Big number 22 flushed them out of the side. Yeah, that was Patty Jones Jr. out there, and Joe Pastore was able to finish it off.
Yeah, you had a double backer blitz there from inside six-man pressure. And again, we've seen the Lions. They've just had some trouble being able to hold up in front of Nick Castro today.
Owen Patzer was on that play as well. So now deep in their own territory, third down in a country mile right here. Fake the toss, and they're going to give it up there. Nice little toss. Ball goes on the ground again. It's still loose. And there's a case. Lockport, I think, is going to cover it up. Logan Hunt was on the catch. I like that play. Just a little. It was the first time I saw it today when you come around and just give that little forward pass. But you saw, I think Logan would watch this on replay and say, he should have tried to pick it up that second time. He should have just fell on top of it, and Lancaster almost come over the ball.
Yeah, for sure. They say, when you're carrying the ball like a loaf of bread, that's when those type of fumbles happen, and that happened. But he was fortunately able to, get the ball back, like you said. Just got to fall on top of it. You're already backed up. Just don't want to put your team in a bad position.
Unless it's fourth down, which now it is. And Mr. Anthony Hack is back there. Good snap, and there's a punt, and it's a good punt. High punt. Nobody back for the Legends. It's going to take a Lockport bounce, and it's going to go inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line. That is a punt of what do we got here? I'd say 40, 50, 60, almost 60-yard punt for Anthony Hack.
Yeah, this kid Hack, I mean, what a special athlete.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
like you said, playing a soccer game this morning. Did the Lions win that?
They dropped 2. They dropped 2-1.
Okay.
At Niagara Wheatfield. Yeah, he is also an intern for us. He come over and he wanted to be an intern here at LCTV. Wants to get involved. Good kid. Nick Cash has now got Rosie working on him down on the side. Let's hope that he's okay. But now Lancaster is going to come out. And again, they're going to have Gianluca, Fulcinetti in there, as he's going to take it and hand off to the man through. There's number 7, Brian Ackford. Ackford's going to try the right side, and Brian Ackford, number 7, gets a good yardage on first down of about
Brian
6
Ackford on the carry.
Number 88, you see down on the bottom of your screen in for the first time. Looks like Nick Bigham.
Gain of about 6.
He's down here right now. Nobody's out on him, but here comes number 32 of Mario Douglas off the cover, one-on-one. Lockport been going with a lot of man-to-man coverage, which you would expect anyways. And Pelicano is playing safety, and he doesn't know they're going to hand off. Again, there's a good handoff, and again, it's handed off again to Eckert. And
on the carry.
nice play by the Lions.
Tackled by Joey Noble.
Yeah, that's got to be something you're hopeful of for the Lions. I know that, you know, some backups are in, but hey, you can only play against who's in front of you, and the Lions defense has looked a lot better here in the second half.
You know what's really cool? I'm going to mention something after this play, which is really, really cool to me anyways, and I'll get your take on it. But here's Fulcinetti now going in. Going to call his own number. Ball goes on the floor, and Rickard comes over and finishes him off, and it looked like
Clayton got a tackle.
you had a nice thing. It was James Clayton almost. He went for the ball and ended up getting the tackle. But you can see Lancaster, they almost made a wholesale change on offense, you know, and the starters are over on the sideline cheering these backups on, which, you know, they could go to the back of the bench and sit down and talk about tomorrow's practice or whatever, but they're there watching these guys, and, you know, everybody, that's really cool to see, especially at the high school level.
Yeah, I always thought, you know, our mission as starters is, hey, you know, get up big, you know, put up a big lead, and, you know, let's get our young guys, our guys that don't play as much, let's get those guys in there so we can root them on, because we know how they do for us when we're out there. So we do like to see that.
And they take some punishment from you guys in practice too, you know, they deserve to get out there once in a while.
Absolutely.
That was Jason Manziel that came out for the punt, and he had a nice punt. Lockport's going to take possession of the ball, I believe, somewhere near their 35 or 36-yard line, and you see that 6 minutes to go. We hope you like our broadcast. We're going to be here. We're going to be in the Lions Den on Monday as Lions host Sweet Home in a boys volleyball match. We're also going to catch the boys at Start Point against the same Sweet Home Panthers, I believe, on Wednesday. So again, you go to lctv.net, go to programming, sports, and special, see what all our games are going to be replayed in your area. Plus, we're on demand. You can watch it whenever you want. Here we go. Now, new set of downs here, and they're going to hand off. There goes a handoff up the middle. There goes there to West.
And you talked about
and
Asha being injured. Now we're now seeing Juice Williams under center. So maybe some Wildcat packages here for the Lions offense.
You're right, absolutely. That was
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Khaki West was on that carry. And here we go, and Coop didn't get into the huddle. They wanted to know what it was, so Logan tells them, and he goes out there now. This should be a Wildcat. We would think that we would see a run. They're going to hand off up the middle. Big move there as Clayton goes over the left side. It's a first down, and powers his way into Legends territory on a big run for J.M. Clayton, number 42.
Yeah, he's a big body back there. He's able to gas the Legends defense there, and, you know, that was the most productive run really of the day for the Lions. So we'll have to see if they're able to build on that.
A little Wildcat here now. Action goes as you see Logan White go to the top of your screen. He's slot. Keeps down here one-on-one coverage again. They're going to hand off. Again, try any outside. It's Taki West. And West going to get a decent gain there. He turned the corner.
West on the carry.
The key to that, the plays there are being able to get to the edge and get that shoulder turn to get some space.
7-8.
We watched that last night when Wilson. You were up in there. They said a Wilson-Akron game, and the defenses were both stingy and were really stretching out the field along the line of scrimmage pretty good, not allowing them guys to turn their shoulders to be able to get up on the outside.
For sure. I mean, as a defense, you want to force guys to the outside. It's about clouding the middle and then forcing them out.
There's a direct snap comes up now. Then again, it's Julius Williams. Puts that down. First down for the Lions as they keep the chains moving. One of the things that Bill Atlas said last night after the contest was that
Gain's good enough for a Lions first down.
Their defense came up huge, and he says number 1 defense in Western New York. And I go, I had to go look it up, and he is.
Yeah, no, I mean, they gave up 131 yards last night. I mean, I've said this before. I've said this in some of my columns. I feel like Declan Ferry's the best player in small schools right now. Controlling the defensive line and just what he does as a tight end.
Hand off to Clayton off the right side, and he stays on his speed as he gets 4 or maybe 5 extra yards on second effort as Jaheim Clayton.
I want to give a big shout out to number 68, Ashler Kearns. He's been manhandling a couple guys on his possession, a couple pancakes, and really been clearing the way for Clayton.
It is cool. And Presley's going on there. Now, you got to mention, too, you had big number 50, Christian Shafford, when he's gone into center. They've been pretty crisp. Here's a handoff now, following a blocker to the outside. Gets the corner there, stays on his feet, tiptoes down there. Is again to Key West, and he goes down the left side. He gets a big pickup, another first down for the Lions.
I'm not sure if West is a kid that was just moved up from the JV.
I would think so. He's only a freshman.
Okay.
And,
another Lions first down.
I think there's going to be another, wave of players coming up next week from the JV squad as well. But yeah, it's pretty good for just a freshman right there. Jason Green is up, number 9. He's a freshman for the JV squad. Here's the handoff going again to Clayton, and Clayton's going to bounce it back into the middle. Good job by Clayton. He tried to get to the outside. He saw it was contained. Lancaster saying they came up with a low ball, but they're going to say Clayton was down. As he gets inside the 15-yard line down to the 14. A minute 17 to go. It would be really nice, I guess for Monday's practice for the Lions, if they can punch this one in again, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, hey, whenever you have an opportunity to score, you want to take advantage of it as an offense. So being able to close this game out with a score, hopefully they're able to carry that over to next week's game.
Williams calls his own number, makes a spin move as he gets hit and makes another spin move. And looks like he gets the first down, I think, inside the 10. They're going to give him the first down. It is. It'll be first down and goal to goal for the Lions with the clock running down. 48 seconds to go. It'll wind back up now.
That makes the first and goal for Lockport.
Now, this is going to be interesting. I want to see moving forward. Maybe, Juice Williams here doing a pretty good job. I know it's against the second unit, but he's had a couple big runs, and he's able to get in here to the end zone.
And Julius Williams does just what my partner called there. Just watch this again as he calls his own number. And watch the big blocking up there. Ian Rickard in there, and big number 72, Andrew Presley, just like opened the floodgates and made it pretty easy for Williams to go in. He took a hit before he got in the goal line, but you want to get hit before you fall over the goal line.
Hey, got to make it look cool, you know what I mean? But I think that's going to be something to see moving forward. Maybe using Juice Williams in those Wildcat packages to, take some pressure off of Nick Casher moving forward.
Absolutely. We got an injured player on the far side of the field, so they're going to take their time and let's wait and see. No, they don't. They're just huddling up. There is no injured player on there. Looks like they're going to bring Looks like they're going to bring number 35 back in here on the extra point attempt anyways. I believe Hack will be in there. They think they go for 2 on this?
Yeah, at this point, might as well. Hey, just throw a couple more points up there.
All right, I'm sure this is a play that's been worked on in practice, and somebody says this is the one we want to do. There you get a good look at Christian Shafford there, number 55, and he's really played excellent after moving around on that offensive line. Here they go now.
You got to wonder, too, moving forward, the way he's played today, it looks like the Lions might have found their center moving forward.
Absolutely. Big guy now. Here we go. Williams with the carries and calls on the words. He's going to put it in the air. They're going to pass it in the end zone through the hands of Goof, but there you get a pass from Julius Williams. I thought this was going to say, move it up a little bit, give him the option to put it up in the air when you're going, and that's what he did.
For sure, but that's the thing, though. You show, okay, we're going to run with him, All right, the defense is biting on that. Boom, now you can try to beat the defense over the top. And, hey, maybe that's something they try to add as a package moving forward.
Before we get 29 seconds, I want to get your thoughts on what do you think is going to happen out in Orchard Park tomorrow?
Oh, man. I love the Buffalo Bills, being from here. And, they put together a great team and great defensive unit. Josh Allen's doing his thing. But New England is still New England. I think it's going to be a great game, though. I think New England's going to get the win, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Bills, fought them tooth and nail to the very end. So I'm excited.
They got Brady on there, but I'll tell you what, Allen is going up against. I really think that I think the Patriots are going to miss Edelman.
Yeah, well, he's going to play, but he's injured, so that's.
He's going to play?
Yeah, he is going to play.
You did get that. I didn't get that. I thought he was going to be out. That would have been. They were going to rely on Gordon. If Josh Gordon doesn't have a big game, I think the Bills have a chance.
Yeah, for sure. I think the key is going to be, what is Josh Allen going to be able to do in terms of, one, not only, making big plays with his arm and legs, but 2, limiting his mistakes, because that's the biggest thing. Josh Allen is going to make plays. He's going to. But he's got to be able to limit those miscues.
Here we go. Hack going to kick it away. It's end over end. It's going driving all the way deep, and they go. I think they call it a fair catch. It wasn't Chris Shaver, and that's going to be a fair catch at the 10-yard line.
Kick is returned by Chris Shaver.
Yeah, I think the Legends are just going to be happy to sit on this one.
Right.
Talking to Mr. Caligiuri today.
I hear you were on the Tony Caligiuri show this morning. Yeah, he's a great guy.
He's a great guy. I think one thing that, that one point that they mentioned this morning was, the Legends actually had some injury concerns coming into the game. So I'm sure they're just going to be happy to walk away from this one unscathed.
Absolutely. We talked about Lockport coming up, traveling now to Jamestown, Clarence before they come home to Star Point. And Lancaster is going to go to, they're going to host Bennett Orchard Park before they travel to Dubuque. So they got a couple big games coming up themselves. There you see the final score. The horn goes. It's Lancaster 57, Lockport 12. As the teams line up and congratulate each other for a battle well played there, and Lancaster will now extend their season now to 3-1, and Lockport drops to 0-4. Kyrie, final thoughts on the game?
Yeah, just Lancaster has been one of the premier programs, not just in AA, and not just in Section 6, and all of the state of New York in the past handful of years. So, they were able to come in and take care of business today. But, if you're Lockport, I know the score definitely doesn't indicate it, but, you were in this game, but you shot yourself in the foot too many times to really win this game. And, against a powerhouse program like Lancaster, you just got to be able to limit those mistakes and take advantage of the opportunities that are there to be had.
You're absolutely right. Congratulations to Lancaster. I say this a lot, and I mean it really good today. With the weather conditions that we had here, please take a look at this, at the people on the screen as they roll down in the credits for the people that have taken valuable time out of their Saturday afternoon to bring you Section 6 football here on LCTV. For Kyrie Demos, thank Kyrie, nice job. I'm Jim Slay. We'll See you on another broadcast in the very near future. Until then, everyone, so long. Bye-bye from Lockport.